what is the very best way to make money then in 2023?
That's a good question, because that's what you should be trying to do. You should be trying to make money, because if you
maximize it.
Because if you're a normal person with a normal wage and a normal income and you're focusing on investments, you're making a big mistake, because there's no way you can invest 500 pounds that's going to grow into. Maybe you could pull off a lottery win shitcoin pump or something, but in general, with anything normal outside of this clown world garbage, which has vanished because the real world's back. Because the last 2 years have been clown world. Now the real world's back and it's hard to make money again. There's nothing you can put 500 pounds in without doing any work, and it's just going to blow up and make you a millionaire, right? So if you don't have significant money to invest, you shouldn't be focusing on investments. You should be focusing on how to make more money. And there's lots of ways to do that.
So when you say don't focus on investments, do you mean like have it in the background still and focus your main energy on making money, or not do it at all?
Let's say you're a normal person, you're working a normal job, you're making $4,000 a month, and you pay all your bills and you're left with $1,000 a month. And then in your spare time, you're worried about how to spend that or how to invest that $1,000 a month.
Right.
I think that's a waste of time. You should be far more worried about spending your time trying to make more money.
Yeah,
because $1,000 a month is just not enough money.
So you could invest that $1,000 in yourself.
Absolutely, invest in knowledge or something like that. But investing in a coin, like I said, unless it's a lottery win. And before I go on to answer the question, I do want to make something clear. I think the last 2 years have been a fantastic period of wealth creation. The money printers were on full, and it was full clown world, and it was bullshit. And a lot of people made money during the clown world and spent it all, and they now think they're going to continue to make money in clown world.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, the real world is back. The brokies and the wagies, you're all going back to McDonald's. If you bought Pooh Dick coin and made 200 grand, and you think you're going to be able to continue to do that for the rest of your life, you're a dumbass. That was a once in a lifetime generational gap where you could pull something off. And now it's back to the hard times. Even all the big tech companies, and the tech companies make money from the sky for free with pixels. They're cutting staff. If they're cutting staff, then it's really hard. It's going to get very difficult to make money now. So a lot of the dumb shit is over. In terms of how to make money in the world today, it's hard. I think that the world is changing into an economy which is to a degree based on attention. I think you need to find a way to get attention to you and who you are, your product or your service, and find a way to monetize it. So the easiest way to do that is to have some knowledge. Even the podcast you guys run is an extremely efficient podcast. If you compare it to some of the other YouTube channels, like the big ones, like where they do these crazy stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
For you to get views, you talk.
Yeah.
For them to get views, they have to build a set and build that. It's not efficient, right? You need to find an efficient way to get attention, and then you have to prove yourself credible in your field and attract customers. And I think the best way to do that is online, and it doesn't matter what it is. And I think if you do those things and you work very hard and you try your best and you're never lazy, you will make some money. That's what I believe.
It's quite an amazing world, isn't it, with digital products, because
that's a very essential point. Like, you can't not have a digital footprint at this point. You have to be creating a brand for yourself and leveraging that. The other point he made about being efficient is just fucking golden. You have to become a subject matter expert, and you have to be the person that people go to.
it wasn't that long ago. If you said to me, everyone in the country is going to give you a penny, but you've got to go and get it, you couldn't actually afford to go and get every penny from everyone in the country. You would lose money doing it. Nowadays, you can do it, can't you?
That's an amazing way to look at it. And it's absolutely true. Yeah. And one of the benefits.
I've never really looked at it like that. That's a very great perspective. If you think about it, you can walk around and ask people for money, and you'd probably make a significant amount, but the amount of time and energy and the ability to scale is just not there. But you can, through the internet, not to say you're begging, you're asking people for money, but you can offer value, and in turn, people will compensate you or reward you. That's a great perspective.
It's globalism and all the things we were talking about earlier on the podcast is now we're in a globalized world, and a lot of the products and services and things you can offer can be offered to absolutely everybody. So inside of my, don't want to do a plug, but I will, but inside of our university, we teach a bunch of things. We have 18 modern wealth creation methods, but they're all based on online. I think online, it's not groundbreaking to say the internet's here to stay and it's the future. And I think that whatever business you're in, you need an online presence to it. And then you have to find a way to attract attention. And the best way to do that is to come across as knowledgeable and interesting. I think that's the best way to do it.
If your business isn't an online business, do you think that you have...
Tell me a business that's not an online business.
That is a hard one. But if it isn't purely an online business and you don't have location freedom, do you think you are actually free? Because E-Man talks a lot about footballers. They're earning a high income, but they're not actually free because they have to be somewhere at a certain time and they're told what to do.
Yeah, and very few people are actually free. And I'm saying very few, because everybody to a degree is owned by somebody. All the entertainers, all the footballers. And even, if you're a CEO, technically you're free, but if you're too free, your business fails. So everyone's to a degree owned. But you've just said something that intrigued me. Let's try and think of a business that's not an online business. What's not an online business?
Laying bricks.
Laying bricks, building.
Cutting hair.
Oh, cutting hair. Yeah, so cutting hair is not an online business.
Not that you go to the hairdresser that often these days.
In fact, I go twice a week to have my hair shaved. Yeah, because I could, my brother has a full head of hair. I could have a full head of hair. I like having my head shaved. So anyway, yes, so let's say you're a hairdresser, right?
Yeah.
You're a hairdresser and you cut hair. Then
Can I just hold you a second? Do you want to change the SD card on the main camera?
Change it, I'll get another coffee. It's good.
Right, we're back in the room.
We are back. Yep.
All right, cutting hair, right?
Yeah. So, online businesses, cutting hair.
Yes, cutting hair. You're right.
That was great. Hang on, let's go.
That was so
you
bad.
can just take it off and then I'll cut it in.
Back in the room.
Cutting hair.
So,
TikTok.
Yeah, cutting hair. So then you have to define what an online business is, because if you start attracting attention online, that could, I guess you could say it's an online business. But let's try and think about something that's purely online. You're going to have to find a problem to solve. So if you're a hairdresser, you can either solve the problem of teaching people how to cut their own hair, which most people are probably not going to be that interested in, or something that goes wrong with hair. So you can say, I'm a hairdresser, I've been a hairdresser for a long time, I've identified men that have male balding patterns that go wrong, or women whose hair is damaged by dye and that can go wrong, etc. I've been a hairdresser for ages. Here's my Instagram page of all the hairs I've cut, and here's the way I can help you. And you can start a YouTube channel that shows all the, come with some healthcare, some hair thing. You could literally get some cream from X place and add in some avocado oil, some garbage, say it helps people, say it helps their hair. You've been around for
Always seek that edge. But anyway, that was the video. Let me know what you guys think.